Thanks, Manos. That was a great talk. We bring this session to a close with our final talk for technical innovation, which will be delivered by Katarina Dahlin. She is a senior growth hacker at Genera. She'll be talking about how to optimize product descriptions using ChatGPT. Stage is all yours. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, very nice to be here. Let's start. It all started 2 years ago when I started a flower blog. And it was going kind of well. Within 1 year, I grew it from 0 to 50K in monthly organic traffic. And you can see how nicely it went up. I started to do affiliate marketing, and I connected product feeds to my blog. And before I knew it, I had 9,500 product pages. So then the question became, how can I optimize these when I don't have enough time? So I started to look into custom GPTs and build my own. So what are custom GPTs? They are their own versions of ChatGPT that you can train with your own data and give own specific instructions to them. So I created an own custom GPT for each product brand. So for example, Fiskars, Iittala and Marimekko. These are all well-known Finnish brands. And why did I do this? So that I can write better content than the regular ChatGPT when it knows about the product and the brand. I get less hallucinations. I get the right tone of voice. And I can reduce copy-pasting when I don't have to go to the brand website GPTs for product descriptions. First I need the data. I need some kind of data to start with. So usually I start by scraping, upload it to the GPT. So here is how it looks like. Maybe this is familiar to you. Maybe you have built your own custom GPTs. So I get the data into the spreadsheet with your instructions and your prompts. So let's see what I'm writing there. You will write well-defined instructions and basic info about the context, the tag. And if it doesn't have enough information, it will start to come up with things. But if I tell it to never hallucinate, it will tell me that, hello, I need more information. So then I know to provide more information, and I know that it doesn't come up with stuff that isn't right. So, but that was the first part, the custom GPT. Then I, of course, need a good prompt to optimize my products. So I have a prompt. This is just 1/4 of it. But I have this long prompt that I then copy-paste to the custom GPT. And it's the same prompt that I use for all the product descriptions. The only thing I change or add is the product name here. So then it will know which product I'm optimizing. So other things I have in my prompt is I'm telling it that you are now a Fiskars SEO copywriter. You write in Finnish and info, see the database. So because I have uploaded all the info to the GPT, it has all the info it needs to write the product description for me. In my prompt, I also ask it to rewrite the text and make it about 400 words long and start with info about the product. Then I add 2 or 3 custom questions to my prompt, or two or three custom questions to my product description. And this is so that I want my product description to be a bit more helpful. This product good for, or for who is this product suitable for. I already here ask it to format subheadings as H2 and everything as HTML. And it's also working because in January and February I optimized 400 products like this with ChatGPT in 5 weeks, and here are the results. So the orange ones are how many words I had on positions 1 to 10, like 5 weeks before I started to optimize. And the blue ones are how many words I got into position 1 to 10 after I had optimized 400 products. And I got 150 words into position 1 and started also to get more words into position 2 to 10. I could notice in my organic traffic, and I got 156% more organic clicks after 5 weeks. So optimizing like this with custom GPT, it still took me like 5 minutes per product. When I had to copy paste the prompt into the GPT, wait for it to write it, copy paste the answer, add to my site, and update the edits. That was good, but it was too slow. I still had 9,500 products on my site, so I needed to find a better way. My colleague asked me, maybe you could automate this thing with Make. So I started to look into that, what I can do there. So I basically moved the process into Make. And that's so that I can automate this whole workflow. And so I don't need to copy paste anymore. And if we count that into minutes, it's 40 product descriptions in 5 minutes. So that's a lot better than one. In make.com, you can connect apps like Google Sheet with ChatGPT, and you don't need to know any Python and any coding, and that's good because I'm not a developer. So it looks like this. This is my product description flow. I will go through how it looks step by step. So here I have the data, the same data that I have in my Google Sheet that I would upload to the custom GPT. So I have info about, I have my URL, and then I have the product name, and then short info about the product. So the data it will need to optimize with the ChatGPT. It can look like this. If you are an e-commerce, usually you get some data from the manufacturer, so you can use this one. But you just need to make sure that you have enough data, like a couple of sentences, so that the prompt will work. If you don't have enough data, you can scrape again with the scraping tool. Then the next box is the ChatGPT. So there I would build basically everything that I would build in the custom GPT, but I just build it in Make instead. So I have the info about the context, the text and the styling and that. I provide an example of a final product. And here I ask it to write a short product description and again add it back to the Google Sheet. And it can look like this. So when it has done this, I have a list with all the long product descriptions and another one for the short product descriptions. Then I read them through quickly with my eyes, and when they are all ready, I can import everything at once to my site. If you have a WordPress site, you can use a plugin called All Import. And if you are doing products, then you need the plugin extension called WooCommerce Import Add-on Pro. But when you have tested your prompts and the automation in Make and everything works well, then you can schedule it. Maybe you set this up in the morning, then you can go sleep, and when you wake up in the evening, it has optimized all your 3,500 products. And just a final bonus tip. We want to build as implementation-ready product descriptions as possible. So we don't want any comments from the ChatGPT like it sometimes does, like I have now optimized this and blah blah blah. I just want the final result. So if you have a problem in getting that, work with examples. Show examples in your system message. And if that's not working, you can, in Make, you can also choose to be like the ChatGPT who writes the first example for you, and then you continue from there. So if you want to do this yourself, I have made detailed guides on my blog with video. So I go through and go deep into all the boxes. You can see everything I have done and how to make it in practice. So to summarize things up, start by building a custom GPT and test your prompts in the ChatGPT environment. And when it's working well, move it into Make, automate it, and work with examples to get a good output. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Katarina. That brings us to the end of the technical innovation session.